I've been muted this whole time. Thanks, Anti-Knight. No one else bothered to tell me. Where are my mods? I said hi to everyone. You didn't hear me. Hey, Peter. How's it going? Just believe me. You lip read me. I said hi to everyone who just chatted. So, hello. I would have solved the whole puzzle without sound if Anti-Knight hadn't told me. You guys all thought it was on your end? Yeah. I understand. Hey, Niverio's here. I don't seem to have any mods here today. I'm sure you guys will be on good behavior, though. Hey, Inferio. How you doing? We'll do your puzzle next, Peter. If the cats are away, then the mice dance on the table. That's a good saying. Ah, Worm's here, and he has brought his wrench. Worm is always lurking, even if he's not talking. The mice are back to hiding. If the cat's away, the mice will play. That sounds better in English. Definitely. It probably just has to do with what sounds good in whatever language it is. Alrighty. So this puzzle is called Lobster Roll. It's by Niverio. We have normal Sudoku rules, normal killer rules. So we have these killer cages that are surrounded by dotted lines. Digits in the cage sum to the value in the top left. So these three would sum to 10. So if I put, I don't know, 1, 3, 6, that would sum to 10. Additionally, we have normal sandwich rules. So these, you can see all of them outside the grid. Yep, good. So let's take this 21 here, for example. If you look at where the 1 and the 9 end up going in the column, and in between the 1 and 9, sandwich in between, are 3 digits that, or however many digits are in between, they sum to the value outside. So in this case, these 3 would sum to 21. So I could do, I'd have to do 8, 7, 6 to get to 21. And so for the 0, that just means the 1 and the 9 are next to each other somewhere. Or the 9 and the 1, right? And the final rule is disjoint groups. So we look at each box, and we look at the position in that box. So let's say this position, we call this position 4. And you look at position 4 in every box, and that forms another set of the digits 1 to 9. So you can't repeat digits in those. So it's kind of like another row, column, or box. So it adds an extra dimension to it. So none of these cells can repeat a digit, and that's the same for the middle cell of every box. And so every single cell has this. You just look at its equivalent position in every other box, and you can't repeat digits. You're going to have 1 to 9 exactly once. Alrighty. Yeah, so you guys are going to have fun scanning for me here. I'm going to start with some easy stuff. 15 is either 9, 6 or 7, 8. Either one of these could be a 9, because we could just put a 1 on some side of it. Let's see. 10 can't exceed 7, because it would go with a 1 and a 2. But that's not that interesting. Well, this is a 2 9 sandwich clues, so let's start here, actually. In fact, I'm going to purple digits that definitely are sandwich crust, and green digits that definitely are not sandwich crust. So we know that we're summing to 9 this way and this way before we get to the 9. So one of these could be a single 9. They could reach at most 3 away. So we can't be more than 3 digits away. And so that would put the crusts here, which means the last 4 digits can't ever be crusts. Right, oh yeah, you can't do a single 9 because that would be the crust. That's true. So we got to be at least 2 digits long. There are 2 different ways to sum to 9. We could do, say, 2, 7 and 3, 6, and we could also mix a 4, 5 in there, so we aren't guaranteed to be 3 long. Does disjoint affect this at all? Well, if this were a 9, that would start a new sandwich. It would have to be 3 long, because we can't put a 1 here because of the disjoint. So if this were a 9, we'd have a 3 long 9, which would have to be 2, 3, 4, and then we put a 1 here. And so now there'd be a 1 with a 2, 3, or 4. That would add to 5, and we'd have to put a 9 here. I mean, it seems to work. Okay, so if this adds to 9 and this adds to 9, then we'd have 19 total here, and we'd have another 19 here, and so that would sum to 38. And so in order to get to 45 for the whole box, we would need another 7. So this would be a 7. And so then we couldn't do 2, 7. Oh, true. It's even simpler than that. We can't make both of these 9 because they're in the same disjoint slot. You can't repeat the 9. So one of these is 3 long. Okay, so one of these does start a new 9 sandwich. We don't know which one, but what we do know is, that this sees a 9 and a 1. It sees a 9 from starting one of these as 9. Oh no, wait, hold on. Could they both be 3 long? They both have to be, okay, so it's easy to prove that they can't both be 3 long, because they both have to be 2, 3, 4. There's only one way to make 9 and 3 without using a 1. And so now we'd have 4 cells that need to be 2, 3, 4 in this box. So it's not, one of them is here or here, and one of them is here or here. And so this here is the same disjoint. One of these is going to be 9. That uses up all the 1s and 9s for the rest of the disjoint. So these cannot be sandwich ends. That's the conclusion there. We might be able to conclude more, because that means this cell here is going to be a 2, 3, or 4, so that whichever 9 starts here can be a 2, 3, 4. And then there's going to be a 1 in here along with the other 9. So this is going to be a 4, and this is going to be 1, 9, otherwise we can't get to 14. So we're going to have a 2, 3 here or a 2, 3 here. That's really cool. I like that break-in a lot. So far we haven't broken the symmetry, though. It might be these that break the symmetry. I don't know what. Oh, I guess we have a few asymmetric clues as well. The 11 and the 0. So so now we can't put a 1 in the 10 cage, which means it must be 2, 3, 5. That's the only way to make 10 without 1. That's useful. None of those are a sandwich. In fact, these are the sandwich ends. These are both sandwich ends. Should realize that. Excuse me. Whew. Hey Kenarf, this is the Sudoku stream, so you'll have to wait until tonight at my normal daily game stream, which is scheduled. You'll see it on my page. It's in about 9 hours. We'll do the redactyl. Hey Panda Man. Let's see here. So this is going to be these are going to be the end of whatever one starts here, but there's no sandwich glue for there, so that's not helpful. Right, but so we're gonna have a purple here ending here, and here ending here, or we're gonna have a purple here ending here, and here and here, and sorry, what am I saying? It's either gonna be here and here, or here and here. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, so whichever 9 is 3 long, it's going to be a 2, 3, 4. The 4 can't go here or here, so there's going to be a 4 in here. I mean, it's a small deduction, but it does mean that we can look at the sum helper here and turn off 4s. If we didn't have a 9, it would have to be 5, 6, 8. I don't know how to remove a 9 from it. Wait, okay, so one of these adds to 9, so we have 10, and then one of these definitely adds to either 6 or 7. So we could do some math here. We could say we either have 16 plus 19. That doesn't work. So we got to do 17 plus 19. That's 36, which means 9 goes in the center, which is purple. These are green, so they're a 5, 6, 8. And then whichever one's the 4 goes with the 3. So then there's a 2 here. So we've got a 4, 3, and a 2, 7. I don't see how we can green anything. We don't know which way the 9s go. We don't know which one of these is the 9. That changes what gets greened. I don't see it. Because, okay, maybe if I go through the cases, because I'm clearly, a lot of you are saying that this is true. This is one case, which would green this. Case 2 would green... Oh, hey, David. Thanks so much for the super chat. For Niverio to just get us started on today's triple header? True.
David Ratner donated $8 through Super Chat. For Niverio, to just us started on today's triple header. Have a great stream all as always.
Hold on, did I do this one right? Yeah, so we're either like this, or I'll use a different color. Here, actually, I'm going to use a different color entirely for these. So we're either going to have... Thanks again, David, by the way. We're either going to have these two be in, which would green out... I'll use black, these and these. Or we'd have these two, which would green out these and these. There's no overlap. So I don't see how I can green anymore. There's no overlap between the black and the orange. I did row 4 in column 4. Okay, I see what you're saying now. So there's going to be a sandwich in these. Let's just take them in isolation. There is a sandwich that adds to 9. So we can't put a crust here, or that would be a sandwich of 4. And there is a sandwich here that adds to 9, so we can't put a crust here. That's all you guys are saying? Row 4, column... row 3, column 4, and row 4, column 3? Okay. Really need to symmetry break this. How are we getting 21 in this row? $21 needs to be at least 3 cells in the sandwich. 8, 7, 6. Row 9, column 4, and row 4, column 9 can't be crust since 4 is used. Right, so if we decided to go this way with the sandwich, we couldn't do it in 3 because we would need to do 2, 3, 4, and the 4 is gone. So we cannot put our crust here, or we get an impossible sandwich sum. I'm going to fill this triple, because we've got... we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 used. These are 6, 7, 8, 9. Not 9. These are 6, 7, 8. And so that's another reason you can't do it in 3. So we're going to have a... and so they can't be 8s. Or whichever one goes this way can't be an 8, because we can't pair it with 1. So we're going to have a 1 or a 2... Sorry, we can't pair it with 1. We're going to have a 2 or a 3. Here or here. No, we know for a fact that one of them goes this way. And it's a 2, 3, 4. We just don't know which one. One of them's going this way. And then the other one goes the other way. Problem is I have no good way to notate that. Because, I mean, it's obvious that these are 9s and these are 9s, but... I mean, I guess that puts 9s down here and 9s down here for those columns. Because of the break-in, Sotek. Go back to the break-in if you didn't see it. I mean, the simple argument at this point is 9s here or 9s here. You can't have 9s both here because a disjoint rule. They're in the same disjoint set. And you can't have 9s here and here because then these would both be 2, 3, 4s and you'd have way too many 2, 3, 4s in this box. So that's the simple explanation. So one of these is like this. We either have this and this. It's kind of hard to. You're gonna have this sandwich and you're gonna have this sandwich, which doesn't really matter. But you're gonna you can't go this way. So you're gonna have this sandwich and you're gonna have this sandwich, or you're gonna have this sandwich and you're gonna have this sandwich. We're gonna have this sandwich. But I mean, it's identical symmetry. It's completely symmetric, which makes it really difficult to notate. But if we do this sandwich here, then you're right. Maybe we could go left. 5, 1. Well, this is gonna be a 9. This is gonna be a 1. That would be a 9, and then yeah, we could do 5, 1. So I guess we can't say it would go right. Unless there's something on. This is the kind of puzzle that if I was solving it with no one's eyes on me, I'd probably just pick one of the symmetries and go for it. And if it breaks, I'd pick the other one. Because it's so hard to notate everything we found. There's 2 symmetry breaks. There's the 11 and the 0, and then there's the 15 and the 9. I don't know what's going to break it, but it's pretty far away from all the logic we've done. Yeah, you just go in the settings, advanced, killer calculator on. It's new. I think it's only on this test/Sudoku pad site. It's not on the main one. People are looking at this and whether it can be a 1. Well, it can't. So first of all, it can't be a 9 because of the 0 clue. Where would we put the 1? For a 1, we'd be doing 9, 6 here. And then these two would add to 9, so we'd have to put a 2 here. But then this can't be a 9 for the reasons of these lining up. So, yes, you guys are right. That's pretty easy to see. So we can green this. Which means this can't be a 9. That can't be a 6. We can't put a 9 in this cage. Okay, how about this? Let's look at this disjoint now. Where's the 9 go? It's not in any of the green cells. And it's not in this cage. So 9's in one of these two only. I don't know how to mark that, but... Oh, so for the 21, 9's in one of these two. So if this were the 9, we'd have to add to 21 in 4 or 5, and then the 1 would go down here. If this were the 9, we'd add to 21 in exactly 3. We'd have 8, 7, 6. And then the 1 would go here, exactly. Right, so 9's in row 9 are also limited. You can be here or here only. How are these things seeing 1s? I'm confused. I missed something. You guys are way ahead of me now. Who am I supposed to be listening to here? I think this row 9 thing is useful because 9's in one of these two. If it's here, it can't go right. No, maybe not. Okay, so 9's in one of these two, which means we can't put the 1 in between them because there just wouldn't be enough room for the 11 clue. So this is greenable for that reason. This is greenable because no matter where the 9 is, Oh no, never mind. We could do 11 and 3 this way. Okay, so for 11, I don't think we can exceed 3 cells long, because you can normally do a 4-cell 11, but it involves using a 1. 2, 3, 4, 5 adds to 14. So, so if the 9 were here, we couldn't go right for 11. We'd have to go left. And if the 9 were here, we could only reach here with a 9, with a 1 here. So this is greenable by that logic. The 1 in row 9, column 7. I don't know what you guys are talking. Okay. I think I got row 9 greened out. And then we also limited 9 to these two. So we can't, this can be greened for the same reason, because it would be way too close to a 9. 21's at least 3 long. If row 9, column 7 is a 1, then the 21 clue is impossible? Can we not make 21 and 5? We can think about the outies, because the outies would be 45 minus 31. The outies would be up here. And 45 minus 31 is 14. So these two would add to 14. That seems doable. Hey, Nickel. Row 2, 3, column 9. Okay, so if this is a 9, then there's a 9 in this box. So this would be green at least. Oh yeah, so these two would be green because the 9 would get used. If this is the 9, then the 1 would go up here somewhere. So there's always a 1 or a 9 here, which means these cannot be the 1 9s because of the 0 clue. We're not going to have both the 1 and 9 up here, so there's also a 1 or 9 here. That there's no clues for that, so. Right, so there's for the 0 clue, there's definitely a 1 in one of these two, which means these can be green. because the 1s and 9s are limited in this box here. And so now, oh, this doesn't have a clue. Darn it. Oh, it does help with the row 4 clue, true. So if this were this sandwich, then we'd have a 2-3 pair here. And if it were this sandwich, then we'd have a 1-5. Or would it be 1? If it was this sandwich, this would be the 1, this would be the 9, this would be 5. So we've kind of limited those cells. I'm being told to look at disjoint 3. So 1, 9 can't go in the green cells, so they go... Okay, so the 1 and the 9 are both going in this here, so that means they cannot go here. And they have to add to 21, so this would be bad, because now we'd only get a 2 cell. So this is also not that. So now we get that. Actually, that's huge. We get the 1 and the 9 here. This is 6. So this is not 9. This is the 1 because of the 0 clue. We finally symmetry broke, I hope. Maybe. So bottom right now has 1 in it. Hold on, this sees a 1 and a 9. Let's see if we can get some disjoint greens here. Oh wait, no, that's not true. Okay. I'm very bad at scanning disjoint. This can't be 1 or 9. So there's a 9 in one of these two. Okay, I'm looking at the top left corner now. Yeah, then oh yeah, we already knew the 9 went one of these two. That's the break-in. Never mind. Hold on. No. Oh, these see 1s and 9s. Because the 9's here. Okay, I'm being told 1s in row 9 are placed. Here or here? Is there some reason one of those... this sees disjoint. Okay. So this can't be a 1 because of this disjoint, and this can't be 1 because of here. So the only place for 1 in the row is here. So that means this can't be the 9, because we got to add to 21. So this sees 1 and 9. That places this 9. So that's obviously green, and our 21 reaches to here, no farther. So 1 up here. And so now we know these add to, we said 14, I think. They can't use a 9, so they use 8, 6. We then complete the 9 cage. This is green. The 11, can't put the 9 there, so the 9's resolved like this. Got 1 over here. Oops. Probably some disjoint shenanigans I could look at. This is green. Right, these also add to 14, so they're 6, 8. These add to 11, So, I'm not sure I can resolve that yet. 2, 3, 6 or 2, 4, 5? Okay, this 6 sees here, this 8 sees here. Oh, but 6 is forced, for the row, 6 has to go down here, which means that we pick the 2, 3, 6 version of the sum. So this is going to be 4, 5, 7, looks like. Oh, right. We said that if we want the 1 here, if we wanted the 1 here, then these 2 would add to 9, but 2 and 3 are used up. So we'd have to be 4, 6 minimum, which adds to 10. So this cannot be the 1, which means this is 1. Which means we actually got the 9 and the 1 here. So this is a 9. Nice. This is the 2, 3, 4. Which means this is the 9. Which means this is the 1, and that's a 5. So that places this 5, 8, and 6. Oh, I didn't ever put a bet cell. I was even provided one. There you go. All right. Hey, Derek, welcome. Oh, this 2, 3 pair does see down. Nice. There's probably a gazillion disjoints I haven't seen. Okay, these can't be 1 or 9, so there's 1s here. Four, 5, 7, 8. These are not 4s. Oh yes, we can fulfill these clues now. So this is 2, 7, and this is 3, 4 with a 2 here. 3, 4 sees down. Time to start scanning disjoints, everybody. True, for the column. Hold on, this 6 sees up. Now that 5 is in one of these two. Oh, this sees an 8. This 8 sees here. Disjoint. These can't be 8. That places this 8 and this 5. This is a pair. 2, 3. So this is 4, 5, 7. Eight in box 4. True. Might as well fill this quad here. 3, 4, 6, 7. These aren't 7s. These aren't 6s. Can this be a 2? Don't see why not. I feel like we're almost done, Mark. Top left does see a 2, yeah. That sees here. There's a 3 up here. This sees a 5. Oh, it sees a 5 and a 7, so that's a 4. Seven is placed. Ah, that does see a 7, so that's the 7. So there's a 6 in one of these. Oh, they see a 4 also, so that's the 4. 3, 6 pair. So this is fillable as a 2. So now this can't be 2. Oh, yes, this is fillable also. So 3. This is 5 or 7, it looks like. I'm not seeing specific. Oh, this 7 does see down, true. So that's 5, that's 7. This 7 does see here, so that's 4 and 7. This is 2, 3, 5, 6, but it's not a 3. It's also not a 5. And it's not a 6, so it's a 2. This is that 2. This is 6 and 3. This can't be 4 or 5, so what is it? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7. Can this be both 4 and 5? Looks like it. This 2 sees down, that's 3, 5, 3, 2. So let's look at this disjoint here, because I think we have 2 cells left in it. So we have a 1 already, so this can't be 1 anymore. So that's 1 and that's 1. That's been there for a while actually. That finishes our sandwich coloring. What else? What do we actually need in this disjoint though? We need, see, we have 1. We need a 2. So that goes here. 2 and an 8. That gets us a lot. Okay, so this should be 4. This is 5, 6, 7. That's the 7. Oops, that's the 7. That's the 5 and the 6. This is 3 and 8. You know the order. Let's see, the box needs a 4. Needs a 5. And it needs a 6. 6 goes here. This box needs a 3. Needs a 4. Needs a 5. It needs a 7. This 7 sees up, that's 4, that's 7, that's 5, that's 4, that's 5, 4. 3 and 5. Nice. That cell was a 5. Thanks, Niverio. That was fun. The break in symmetry held for quite a while. How dare you make the bet cell a 5? Hopefully I didn't miss any disjoints here. Alright, I'm going to prep the next puzzle. Give me a second. Alright, so this is called Caduceus by PjotrV. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Peter provides this information. Caduceus is the rod of the Greek god Hermes. It is entwined with 2 snakes and surrounded by wings. The rod stands for wealth, commerce, trade, and logistics. Just a fun fact. Alright, so we have normal Sudoku rules. Furthermore, there are 2 snakes, snake A and B, in this puzzle. One is an equal sum line snake, and the other is a German whisper line snake. Which one is which has to be figured out. Each snake has to move orthogonally from one spot to the other. The start and end cells are marked, and they must visit each box. The snakes can't touch themselves, not even diagonally. The snakes may touch each other, but they do not cross each other. So I'm going to do like a green and a purple snake here. So let's just say A is the green snake. It's got to visit every box, and maybe this doesn't visit every box, but basically you draw a snake that's connected like this. You can't do this. You can't make a snake do this because it's touching itself now. It's now unclear how it travels. And you can't even make it touch itself diagonally, so you can't do this because it's touching itself diagonally. So you draw those snakes. We're going to be drawing an A snake and a B snake. The A snake and the B snake can touch like this, but they can't cross each other. The A snake can't just like cross through the B snake. That's not allowed. So hopefully that's clear. Hey Liz, welcome. The outside clues, hopefully we can see all of them. Yep, we can. Tell the sum of the non-snake cells in that direction. Okay, so for example, this 5 says that there's some number of cells, which we'll mark gray, which are not snake, and they sum to 5. So we could do, say, 1 and 4. When you say in that direction, I'm assuming you just mean in the row or in the column. The squares tell the amount of non-snake cells in that box. So if I put a 4 here, that means that there need to be 4 non-snake cells in this box. And then the rest would be snake. Maybe this would be green and this would be purple, although that does terminate the purple, so gotta be careful. And so one of the snakes is equal sum line. I usually call that region sum line, but what that means is, let's say the green snake did something like this, and I have clarified the rules here. And obviously it wouldn't end there, but let's just say it did this. Then, I guess we need one more here. Okay. So let's say it did something along these lines, and we'll continue, but you look at all of the cells that it occupies within a box, and the sum of those cells is the same within every box. So let's say these sum to 15, then these would sum to 15, these would sum to 15. This would have to continue, and it would sum to 15. And then it visits this box twice, and so each individual set of this would sum to 15, and this would sum to 15. So hopefully that's clear. And then German whisper lines, German whisper snake. So let's say that ends up being the purple one. As you move along the snake, there has to be a difference of at least 5 between the cells. So if I put a 4 here, then this has to be a 9 because it's the only digit that has a difference of 5 from 4. But here I could put a 1 or a 2 if I want, because that's at least 5 different. If I said exactly 5, I meant at least 5. It must have at least 5 difference. All right, and so those are the rules. The first obvious place to start is we have 245 clues here where the snake does not hit these edges. So this cell is at least 6 because there are already 6 non-snake cells in this box. We know 9s can't ever go in the squares because actually both snakes must visit both boxes, right? So we can't put an 8 either because each snake's going to have to at least poke in. But how would that work? How would you have 2 snakes just poke in? Hold on. The snakes start and end at the A's and B's. Yeah, the starts and ends are marked. So we'll call A the green snake and we'll call B the purple snake. How would the all right, 5 is possible. Yeah, I think the only way to do this is a snake's going to have to enter and leave this box like this, and a snake's going to have to enter and leave the box like this. So there's no other way to do that. You can't, otherwise one of the snakes will terminate. So, and this one can't be purple because it would touch itself. So we actually know green and purple do this. Green has to continue also. And this is a 5. And then now, because, oh yeah, we could have used this clue as well. These all have to be snake of some kind. I think that if these were all green, then purple gets trapped. So purple's going to have to come out somewhere. In fact, this green's going to have to continue. Because, well, okay, if this was purple, does that work? This would be... green or purple. This green would come in here. That works. So, green's in one of these, and so this connects to this somehow. Let's see. This box here, well, there's already 3, and we can't exceed 5. Same thing here. Actually, we know this one's always going to be shaded, so it's 3 or 4. In fact, this purple has to continue, doesn't it? Yeah, there's no option for it to just stop there. Same here, it has to continue. So, these are not 5s. We know these are going to end up shaded. Okay, 23 though. So 2 of these are unshaded, for sure, because we need at least 3 cells to add to 23. So we have at least 5 unshaded in here. We know these are not going to be unshaded. So this is 5 or 6. This B's going to get out. Oh, okay. So if this was purple, then it would come here. Never mind. That works. If this was purple, what's that do? The green extends. Purple extends. And then I'm not sure. True. Okay. So this that's a really good point, Siri. This snake is either going to do this or it's going to do this. We already proved that. And so this cell cannot be green, or it would touch itself it would either touch itself orthogonally this way, or it would touch itself diagonally this way. But it always touches this cell diagonally, and it's not part of the snake itself. It's not part of that branch of the snake. So this cell must be purple. Which means, yeah, we knew one of these was purple. Yeah, this can't be snake, or can this be snake? No. Okay, so now if this was snake, it would have to be green because it's connected to. The purple would dead end, so it would have to be green, which means it would have to come out, and then now it would have to either dead end here or touch itself here. So correct, this cannot be snake. I think it might be worth doing this, but I'm not sure if that's confusing. Can this be snake? Well, green's not coming down this way. So if it was snake, it would be purple, and then it would terminate. That's true. So that's not snake either. This 4 clue is interesting. We can only have 2 unshaded cells in the whole row. So this can't be very big, right? Because if it exceeds 4... Oh no, but we don't know it's unshaded. If it wants to be big, it needs to be shaded. So that's not that helpful. Oh right, this cell's done. It's a 3. Do we need to start introducing German Whisper / Region Sum at this point? I don't see how. Oh yeah, this is 1, 2, or 4. Oh, it can't be a 2, because you can't do another 2 in the row to add to 4. Worm has a good point. So both snakes need to get into this box. B terminates here. So that leaves room for green to do things. But the fact that B terminates there, I think, adds some options. Actually, I think in general purple can't turn up for simpler reasons here. Look what happens. I mean, I guess that works, but it still enters this box here. This would have to be gray. Yeah, and now green can't. Now there's not 2 exits for green. That's broken. Green has to come in and come out because it doesn't terminate there, and there's just no room for it to do that. So purple cannot go up. Purple must go right. And again, green needs a way in and out. You could do this, or it could do something along these lines. But either way, it always takes this cell to do it. So that purple just ends there. I'm getting the feeling that green is going to be the German Whisper. But I can't prove it yet. Ah, okay, yeah, we actually have proven that purple is not the Whisper because you need to put a 5 on it. Very good point, Sayori. So we colored them correctly. In fact, I could make this one blue if we want, but no. Purple's the region sum, and then green is the Whisper. So we need a 5. Is 5 restricted anywhere? Not that I can tell. So this is 3, 4, or 5. We only get 1 unshaded in this entire set of 5 cells. If we did this U shape here, it would be this one. If we did this, this would be unshaded. So is this even possible? These two would be unshaded because I can't re-enter and exit. And then this would be unshaded. Oh no, I guess the purple could come in here. And the green could come over here. Yeah, okay. So that's not interesting. What if purple went up here? Green could come up. Nope. Oh, actually, this is a 3-4 pair now. Oh no, never mind. Those aren't the unshaded. The unshaded is here. It's a 7. True. I get confused sometimes. Let's see. So now we know... Do we know the purple sum now? That there's a 7 there? Yeah, what I meant to say is there can only be one more. So we know this sum. This sum is 45 minus 7. So that's 38. And the sum's got to be divisible by 3. So that restricts what this can be. So it could be a 1, and that would make our sum 39. Or it can be a 4, or it would have to be a 7, it looks like. Yeah, it would have to be a 7, but we can't repeat the 7. So our sum is either 13 or 14, it looks like. $15 would repeat the 7 here. So it's 13 or 14. So that means the maximum cells that purple can occupy in any box is 4. If it occupies more than 4 cells, it would have to sum to 15 or higher. So I guess we can keep that in mind. And the minimum cells it can occupy is 2. So somewhere between 2 and 4 cells per box. Which means it can't do something like this. For what it's worth. Which means green's not allowed to do this. Because that forces purple to do either a 1 cell or a 5 cell. Okay, so from here, if we go up, we've got to exit straight. Right, we have to go straight out either here or here. We'd never take this one. If we go right, we could go straight out like this, or straight out like this, but still we never take this one. So this is never purple. I guess if we went straight out here, this could be purple if it just came in again, though. But we would have to, like, that. I don't know if it can do that. I'm not sure what to do here. Okay, so we know that a box now can't be 8. Okay, well, what is actually the maximum value in a square? So we know that green takes at least 1 cell, and purple takes at least 2 cells. So there's going to be at most 6. So this can't exceed 6. None of them can. I don't see any reason this would have to be a 1-4 pair. They're both 1 or 4 for very different reasons. And there's no connecting. This 1-4? In box 4. It's the 4 clue. The 4 clue tells you the sum of the gray cells. All the gray cells in this row are 1, 3, or 4. The one in box 7? The one in box 7 is because this sum is 38. And so the total sum of all of these needs to be divisible by 3. And so it's going to be 39 or 42. Hey, Asylum. The math in columns 2 and 3? What math? If the purple line has a sum of 13, then it has to have a 1 in box 4. Does it? If row 8, column 7 was a 5, is it interesting to note the 5 in box 8? That is a little interesting. So if this is a 5, that means these two have to be gray, and it places a 5 here because it's the only place for 5 in the row now. So you can't put it in a German whisper line, and that's also gray. So that means both of these have to escape up. I guess they could just connect like that. Oh no, they can't. Actually, no, that terminates the green line, which is no good. So yes, this cannot be a 5. So one of these is green. Purple can't continue, so if this were green, it has to take this corner. That makes the middle green. So the middle is always green. Hey, Andrew, welcome. I think this works. Or how you're saying how can it be 4? Yeah, so if this was 4, this would be 3. I think that works perfect because we can take this U here and we can take this here and they can connect. Or some other weird way of doing that. Okay, so Derek's point about column 2 is interesting, which is that column 2 has only purple cells in it. Or the column 223 sum, if you take the opposite of that, so the shaded cells sum to 45 minus 23, which is 22. So we know that the shaded cells in column 2 sum to 22. We also know that the shaded cells are always purple in column 2, because green can't go in and leave. So we don't know whether this is purple or not, but what we do know is that the purple cells in the column sum to 22. But we don't know enough about how purple travels, right? We know that this sums to 13 or 14. Well, no, we don't even know that because it could take this cell. Actually, could it take this cell? Can we still sum to 13 or 14 and 4 without a 3? And without one of the 1 or 4s? What is 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5? Well, that's only 12. So that's not restricted enough. Can I exclude the 1? 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 is too high. So if we take this purple, this must be a 4. Oh, you're right. I need to do 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6. That's 14. So, okay, so if we took this purple cell, the sum would be 14, and this would be a 4. So, oh, but you're right. The 1, 2, 3, and 4 would now all be on non-green cells, and we wouldn't have a low for this green. Thanks, Florian. So that breaks. So this cannot be purple. This must be green, which makes this purple. So now we know these 3 sum to 23, so that has to be 986. This is very tricksy. Now we know the green does this. This is now a 5. What about 3 in box 7? Oh. We have a 3-4 pair here, and this 3 looking down. That puts a 3 here. So these have to be from 8-9. These are from, rather than coloring, I'm just going to pencil mark these. These can't be 4s. Well, this can't be a 4. This one maybe could be 4. No, it can't be because it's, oh, okay. So if this were green, it would have to be a 6. So we'd have to do 1 6. And if this were green, this still can't be 4. So that's 1 2. This is from 6 7 8 9 because it does turn. And so we can actually do snake logic here where, because the snake is always moving orthogonally, we can checkerboard the entire grid and know lows highs if the green's there. So we can checkerboard this and see that this has to be low. And then high, this would be low, and this would be high. Why can't, what's wrong with it being green and 6? I mean, it would mean there's 6. It means that we max out the, okay, yeah, there's no way. You're right, Worm. If this is green and it's 6, that uses up all of the shadings we're allowed to use in the box. And poor old purple gets super stuck and green gets stuck. So there's no way that's happening. This is never green. I guess it could be purple. But green has to continue here. Take that, Derek. Now it's never 6. Right. Oh yeah. It can't be 6 because the purple. It's either. Wait. Hold on. Can it? How's this purple getting out? It's using at least 2 more cells to get out. So for this box, there's always at least 4 shaded cells. So this can't exceed 6 anyway. Oh, this now can't be 4. That makes a 1-2 pair, and now we know the sum, because that's a 4. Have fun not sulking, Asylum. So that means the sum is 14. So these two add to 10, and they can't use 3 or 4. So they're 1 9 or 2 8. But this can't be 8 or 9, so that can't be 1 or 2. That makes an 8-9 pair here. This being 6 or 7 means that this has to be 1 or 2. So these add to 14. So these 3 add to 9. And there is a 4. So the only way to do 9 and 3 with a 4 is either 1, 4. Oh, it's always 2, 3, 4. You can't include a 1. So we can fill those, actually. And so that adds to 6, and we need to get to 14, so that's an 8. So that's 9 and 8. Oh, we don't know that's 8, sorry. I got carried away. It does get this 9, though. And so now these have to sum to 14. Oh, well, actually, we just know what they are. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And that does not add to 14. What did I do wrong? Oh no, I messed up. Did I do a math wrong? Okay, so from here, I said these added to 9. So these add to 22. Oh, I think I made these add to 23, but these add to 22. We subtract 14 from that, and that adds to 8. So we either have... Oh, so we must have a 1 somewhere. So we either have... Oh, and the 1 must be here, because if this were a 1, that would add to 5, this would have to be a 3, and that's not possible. So the 1 is here. Okay, so that makes more sense. This is the 9. That's an 8. And then these add to 5, so that's a 3. And so then now this is 2, 5, 7, which does add to 14. So that's a 1, and that's a 4. So now none of these can be shaded. Okay, so none of these can be... all of these must be snake, and not a single one of these 3 can be green, so they must be purple. If green came here, it would have to also come here. But purple could be here also. Let's just purple-green these. This is a 6, so that's a 1. And this, no, that's not 1. That's not 1. And this one is something, 9. Here, this is, this was not 9. What do we need? We need 2, 6, 8. This can't be 2, so the 2's placed. That's all our highs. So this is the 4. No, we have a low. This is the 5. Sorry. Which means it is definitely not green, and it's not purple. So the green does come up here, and the green now has to, the green now has to take here and then come up. The purple now has to go up. This is 1, 6, 8. If green came down, it's forced to do a lot of things. It's forced to make this U, and then there's only one unshaded in the box, and that's not possible anymore. So green does not come down. Oh, actually, green's not allowed to continue from here at all. I should have realized that a long time ago. Oh, that doesn't mean that this is gray, though. This is gray. This can't be purple, and it can't be green because it would be touching itself. This can't be purple, and green would isolate, or green would end. So this can't be a 2. I think purple could still re-enter. Purple only has a 3, so it needs another 11, so it must take this cell here, and then continue. Now this is gray, because it can't be green or purple. Green has to come out. So this is not a 6. That's not a 4. There's no way it's going to continue. Oh, this can't be 1 or 3. Oh, we can continue our low-high here. Oh, these sum to 11. So how are we doing that? Not 2, 9. So the 2 goes here. And then it's whatever's left. 4, 7. That's to 11. This is not a 2. Oh, right. This is now a 3. This is now a 4 by the mechanic of what those mean. Now this has to all be gray because that's a 5. Purple has to keep going. So green has to keep going. This now can't be 5 or 6. Green could take it. It would be low, and that's fine. This also can't be higher than 4. It's not a 3 either. Oh, this is a 2. Green can't take this one, so it does have to go up. That's true. If purple turned, it would take the corner, and now there'd only be 1 unshaded. There must be 2 unshadeds. The only option here is to do this. So this is 7, 8, 9. And this is 1, 2. It's not going to be a 4. I guess it could be a 4. 9's like this. Okay, so the 5 in this row has to go here. And we know these add to 14, so that goes with a 6 in order to get to 14. And then this is the rest. 2 and 8, yeah. Need not purple in box 3. Need more purple in box 3. Yes. So purple's not turning left, or this would have to be 14 on its own. So purple goes right or up. So this is also not green, because it would get stuck. Super stuck. So this is just unshaded. Purple can't now go down here, so purple continues here. And there's no option, it just has to connect here. Green has to come in. So this is high. This is low. Aha. If this took this cell here, for the row, the only low left is 4, and then it would be double 9 here, and that doesn't work. So it does not take this cell. It goes down. So this is definitely... This is also not 4, because it would have a double 9. So there's 1, 2, or 3. There's gonna be 2. This is gonna connect, and the other one's gonna be unshaded. So this is a 2. So this has to be 7, 8, or 9 also. So the 6 goes here. The 9 goes here. This is not 2. That's not 2. We're getting this. Oh, this sees a 2, so that's 1, that's 2. I bet there's some stuff I can do. So these add to 14. So we could be 5, 9, or 6, 8. That's not 9, so that's not 5. Oh, this 2 sees here. That's 3. So that's an 8, 9 pair. This is a 1. This could still be a 6. Oh, 1, 8 pair makes this a 6. These 2 add to 12. So we can't be 3, 9. Can't be 4, 8. So we gotta be 5, 7, and we know the order. So that's not a 5. This 1 sees here, that's a 3. So this has to be 8, 9. So that's the 7, so that's 1. This is a 2. Sees this 7 over here. This 5 sees over. 7 and 5. These 2 add to 9. So they have to be 3, 6. That's a 9. And these 3 add to 14. Oh, okay, so 1 and 2 are used. Oops. Oh, this is just a 3 because of this. So these 2 add to 11. So we can't be 2, 9. Can't be 3, 8. We can't be 4, 7. So we must be 5, 6. We know the order. 1 and 8. I guess this is 4 or 7. Still have to finish this snake. Sudoku should do it for us, I hope. Okay, that's an 8. What do we need? We need a 4. We need a 6. So we know the order. Here, let's do this pair first. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7 and 9. I do not know the order of that. We have we need a 2, 4, and 8. Okay. 2, 8 pair. 8s can be finished, I'm being told. That 8 sees over, so that's an 8. That sees here, that's 9, that's 7, that's 9, that's 8. Places this 8. Oh, that's an 8. And that's an 8 because of this 2. Alright, I think we got all our 8s. So now this is a triple. The 1 goes here. We need a 4 and 7. We know the order. Here we need a 3. We need a 6 and a 9. Okay, that's 6. What's happening here? 1, 4, 7. This can't be 1 or 7. So that's 4. That's 7. That's 1. And this is what? 5. So 5 is certainly not the whisper. So we finished our snake. Nice. 2 kind of curling spirals. This is 4 and 7. Oop, I'm in color mode. That's 4. That's 4 and 7. I need a 2. I need a 4. And I need a 9. What did I miss scanning wise? This 9 sees up, so that's 7, that's 9. That's 4, that's 2, that's 9. That's 4 and 2, and we're done. Nice, less than an hour. We collectively did it faster than one man. Good job, everybody. We had some very nice spots from people that really got me unstuck. So that was awesome. Good collab. Was our path similar to Simon's, or? Hey Franco, welcome. Good to see you. All right, just give me a moment. I'm going to prep the next puzzle. All right. I don't know if Scott can join us, but I will let him know we are doing. Let him know we're doing this puzzle. Oh, poor Asylum. His computer's broken and he has to RMA it. It's going to take 2 to 3 weeks to get it back. I know he loved his new computer, so that's very sad for Asylum. Sorry, I was reading Discord. Alrighty. So this is called So Are the Days of Our Lives. It's by Scott Strosahl, yes, the famous YouTuber that we all know and love. We have standard Sudoku rules, standard between lines. So these are the between lines. So we have circles that are connected by a line. So whatever we fill in the circles, say 2 and 7, the digits on the line have to be between 2 and 7. So we can't put a 1, a 2, or an 8 or a 9 on them. So we could do, say, 3, 4, 5, 6. I broke it. Let's do 2 and 8. You could do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in any order. And you could repeat as long as Sudoku rules allow it, but in this case you can't because they're in the same row. But that's how you do that. And then we have crop key pairs. So digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. So if I put a 1 here, this must be 2, because 2 is the only consecutive digit with 1. But if I put, say, a 4 here, this could be 3 or 5. Make those two consecutive. And digits separated by a black dot have a 1 to 2 ratio. So if I put, say, a 2 here, this could be 1 or 4. And it's crop key pairs, so there's no negative constraint. So if I put a 1, 2 here, there doesn't have to be a dot. It's perfectly fine. I can put a 1, 2 there, even though there's no dot. And that's it. Those are the rules. And it's a cool hourglass with the crop key dots are contained within our hourglass, and time is ticking by. Looks like it's only been I don't know, what about a quarter of the time or less? It's pretty cool. I like the theme. We have a huge clump. There's a few things we can do. One is you can never put 1 or 9 on a between line. And also, as we found, I can't put a 3 here, because even if I put a 9 here, I'd have to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, I could put a 3 here. Can't put a 4 there, because even if I put a 9, this would be 5, 6, 7, 8, and then what? Because we can't repeat. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. We can't put 1s or 9s on lines. It's the same theme here. And then here, I think we have similar issues with 1s and 9s, because if I put a 1 here, then I have to surround it with 2s, which isn't allowed. But a 9 here, I have to surround it with 8s. So 1 and 9 can't go... Oh, can it go here? No, you can't put a 9 on a black dot at all, and a 1 would require a whole lot of 2s here. So 1 and 9 both go here. This is going to be... This could be a... Could this be a 2? It seems unlikely. Because we'd have to increase this way, and then this could be a 1, I guess. We'd have to do that, and then this would be 3 and 4. It doesn't work, right? This could be a 1. No. See, this can't be a 1, and it can't be a 4, so it doesn't work. Oh yeah, I need a 1, 2, or 3 in one of these circles, and a 7, 8, or 9. This consecutive string of 4 digits is super constrained. I can't put a 1 on it at all. I think I could do 2, 3, 4... No, but I can't end in 5. Because you can't put a 5 on a black dot. I could do 3, 4, 5, 6. That would double up 3s here. That doesn't work because it repeats the 3. Can I do 4, 5, 6, 7? No, that ends in 7. 5, 6, 7, 8 would require double 4 here, and that does work. Would require a 9 on my outside. And then, so that's the only way this increases, is if this starts with 5. So I can't start with 9. If I did 8, 7, 6, 5, that doesn't work. If I do 7, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, I think works. Do 7, 6, 5, 4, and then these would be from 2, 8. Six, 5, 4, 3 doesn't work because the 6 would duplicate. 5, 4, 3, 2 doesn't work because this would be a 1 and the 1, 2, 3. So this is it. This is a 6. These are the only options. This is 5, 7. This is 4, 6, or 8. And so that means that these can't be 7s. This is an odd number, 3, 5, 7, or 9. I wonder if even odd coloring is useful here. No, it can't be a 6. What am I looking at here? I guess one question is, can I really put an 8 at one of these ends? Because that would force this to be 4, 2, and then this would also be 2. This would be 5, 7. I mean, I guess it works. So 8 would require a 1. Because it would put a 2 on my between line. Hey Pancake, welcome. 3 would require a 9. Hey Tristan, welcome. You'd have to put 1, 2, 3, and 9. True. Okay, so if I put a 3 on one of these circles, I can't put... we know these can't be 3. They'd see a 3, at the very least. And then we couldn't put a 3 on the between line either. We also couldn't put a 2 in any of these. And so 1, 2, 3, and 9 would all be forced into these 3 cells. So that doesn't work. Box 5 black dot. So 1 can't be on this black dot, because if a 1 were here, well, these would both be 2, and 1 can't go on a between line. So this black dot is either 2, 4, 4, 8, or 3, 6. It's not 6, 3 this way. But if this were a 2, this would be a 4, and then this would be 3, and then what would this be? Couldn't be 2 or 4. So that doesn't work either. This is not 2, so that's not... this could still be 4. So if this cell were 3, this would be 4, and then I'd have to remove the 3s and the 4s from here, and then now there's no good ratio to use. So that can't be 3. So this is even. I think I should even odd color. I think it's worth it. Not that you need an excuse to color, right? So this is going to be odd. These are going to be even. That's even. This is odd. Right, and so now where does 1 go? It doesn't go on in an even square, and it doesn't go on a between line. It doesn't go here, and this, if this were, this can't be 1 because of the 4, 6, 8. Limits this to 3 at the smallest. So that is a 1, and it's odd. Right, if this were a 4, these would both be 5s, so that's not going to work. Wondering about 6 here. Seems difficult. So if this were 6, this would be 3. This would be 8, which puts a 7 here. So now this cell would be forced to go down to 5, and that breaks this cell, right? Oh, wait, this would be 7, this would be 9. This would be 5, 4, and 4. Does this work? This works. It doesn't work. Wait. No, this would be 5, because it couldn't be 3. 6. No, it does work. 9 should be fixed now? True, that has to be 9. Oh, okay. Yeah, so where does 9 go in the box? It's not on a between line. And it's not here, because it would be surrounded by 8s. So this is the 9. That puts 8 on both sides of it. These can't be 8. That goes 7, 5. These are both 4s. This is not an 8, so that's... This actually can't be 4 anymore. This is 2 or 6. These are 4. In fact, where does 4 go in this box now? This forces these down. That forces 4 here. So this is not a 3. It's a 2 or an 8. Oh, it can't be 8 either, so it's a 2. That forces these to have a 1 on them. They can't have 3 or 2. This is 6 now. This is odd. These are... Oh, this has to be 5, right? Yeah, it's between 4 and 6. So now that's 6. So this could be 5, 4 or 7, 8. This is 7. Oh, so that's 5, that's 4. This is a 3. These can't be 3s. I want to fill this quad. We need a 1, 2, 5, and 7. Oh, yeah, duh. The 5 in the column is here. 5s are odd. This can't be a 1. Oh, this can't be 8 anymore. This quad, we need... Oh yeah, where do 1 and 9 go in this column? They have to go here, but this can't be a 1 anymore. So that's 9, and that's 1, and that's 9. They're both odd. So that leaves a pair in the column. We need a 2. We need a 3. And we know the order of those as well. All right. So this is a pair in the box, and that should be filled. Yeah, this is filled. This is a 3 as well. We need 4 and 8. If these circles aren't all 1/9s, I'll be very surprised. Let's see here. We have this one white dot left. Oh yeah, that can't be 2 anymore, because there's a 2 on the between line. So this is a pair. Yeah, these are odd. So we need a 2 and a 3 here. What am I missing about this? There's a 5 over here. Yeah, we got the between lines covering a couple cells, and then we've got this one dot here. So if we were 1, 2, we'd have to be 1, 2 this way. Oops. Have to be 1, 2 this way. Actually, do we know that? Is there a way we could remove 2 from this cell? Not really. 2 would make for 7. Put a 2 here. Hey, Andrew. There's something to be said here, because either these have a 1 on them or they have a 2 on them. If they have a 1 on them, this one is not 1. If they have a 2 on them, then this is 7. This is 2, and this is 1. So there's kind of a virtual 1-2 pair in this row. So the remaining cells can't be 1 or 2. So they're from 3, 7, 8, 9. And that might affect this white dot here. 3 would go with 2 or 4, not 4. 7 couldn't go with 6, so it would go with 8. 8 would go with 7 or 9, and 9 would go with 8. But 9 can't go on the between line. You can think, we have a 1-9 pair in row 3. Yep. One of the circles in column 2 has to be a 1. Yep. However, putting 1 in both row 3, column 8, and row 7, column 2 breaks. Breaks what? Okay, well, 1 in column 3 can't be here, can't be on a between line. So 1 is in one of these two. Let's make that green. 1's in one of these two cells, and then also in column 7, 1 is in one of these two cells. So we have an X-wing on 1s. So that removes a 1 from here. And it also means that, let's see, that places this 1. So this cannot be a 1. That can't be a 1. So this is the 2. That removes 2 from here. That means that's 7 and 2. I'm going to get rid of my even odd coloring now. And so now that this is high, this has to be a 1 to support the 2. So that makes that a 9. And this can't be 7 because there's a 7 on its line. Color me surprised. This did not end up a 1. This might even be an 8. Who knows? Let's see. That X-wing did a lot. I think wait. What about 9s in these columns? Yeah, so where does 9 go in this column? Can't go here, 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 or here. It's just a single 9. So that's 9, that's 1, that's 1. And now where does 9 go in this column? There's a 9 in this box. It's not on a between line. It's not here, and it's not here because it sees a 9. So that's the 9, that's the 8. Look at that. I wonder how long those X-wings have been there. Ever since we put 1 9 up here, I think we've had the 1s limited like that. Was I given a bet cell? Yeah, it's a bit late for that. I was given a bet cell though. It's this one. Okay. That 9 sees over. That's an 8. Very nice. That's 4 and 8. These are not 8s or 9s. Got X-wing on 3s here. If he's not here or here. Alright. We want to ask where 8 goes in this column now because it can't go repeat in the box and it can't go on this between line anymore. So 8 is in one of these two. Put 2 in this column. I think we have something similar. Where 2 is limited. Actually, 2 is just placed here. That's a 3 now. That's 7. That's 3. That's 2. Hey, Scott. Welcome. Yeah, I think we figured it out. That was really cool, though. I enjoyed it. It was an X-wing on 1s that did it in these cells. And then I hit a 9 in this column, which was very surprising. Last 2 digits on row 8. Oh, okay. Where's 2 go on this row? It can only go here because it can't go on the between line. Do we need to ask where 1 goes in the row? I think we do. It goes over here. Probably a lot more of that. Let's see. Seems like every time Scott watches my my stream, he's at some event. Good luck to your son. I hope everything goes well. Let's see. I hope he does the sport things that are fun. Oh, 9 obviously does not go on a between line. Let's see here. 3 kids, lots of events? Yeah, imagine so. Oh, 9 in this row is now placed. Right, that 5-7 pair would have done that. So this is a triple. We need a 1, 5, and 8. And 8 does not go on this between line. Oops, did not mean to color that. 3, 4, 6. That's not 4. Oh, this isn't a 5 anymore. What do we have left? 1, 2, we have 3, 6, and 7 left. That's not a 3. That's not a 7. So that is a 7. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not an 8. That's not a 7. What about this quad? We know the 8s go up here. We need a 2, 3, 7. That's not 7 or 2 or 3, so that's the 8. Make it single. That's not 2. That's not 7. Okay. Being told 8, there's an 8 in box 6, true. So that places this 8. I can place 9 in this box. The only place it goes. What am I doing on 9s? That was the last, no, the last 9's up here. So this is a triple. We need 1, 5, 6. It's gotta just be Sudoku at this point. I don't think we have any clues left to help us. Box 1 has a 1 already, true. It's hiding in a circle. 3, 4, and 7. It's not 3. This is a pair. 6 and 8. One in box 4 is placed, true. So this is 4, 5, or 7, can't be 5. So that puts the 5 here. Two in box 6. True. Gives the 3 and the 6 and the 5 and the 7. And this 6. Good stuff. This 3 looks down at the bet cell. Oh, this is a 3. This is a pair. What do we need? We need a 3. And we need a 4. And then here we need a 5. This can't be 3. So this is the 2 in the box. 4 and 7. That's 3, 7, and 4. Yeah, okay, we're finishing up now. I just gotta scan better. Just scan better. 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. 4, okay. Found it. Very cool puzzle, Scott. Thank you. We enjoyed that a lot. Loved the theme, and I loved that these ended up not being 1/9s. I predicted they would be all 1/9s, and I was wrong. And then the X-Wing was neat, too. I really broke it open. Cool. Ugh. All right, let me prep the next puzzle. Give me a minute here. Alrighty. So this is Scream, No, Laugh by Panthera. And actually I'm going to let Panthera know. I haven't seen Panthera today. So we have normal Sudoku rules. We also have normal 2-color Japanese sums rules. So these are very common in Panthera puzzles. So if there's a green clue, what that means is, say, this column here only has green shading on it or unshaded. So let's say these are green shaded and these end up unshaded, which we represent with gray. Then that means that this contiguous block of green cells sum to 32. If there's more than one, like 13 and 13, that means we have 2 contiguous block of cells separated by at least one unshaded cell, where this sums to the first clue, which is 13, and this sums to the second clue, which also happens to be 13. Down here, it would be 13 and then 10, for example. They can't be next to each other, because when they're the same color, you wouldn't be able to tell that there was a split. So there must be an unshaded in between. When there's black cells, and so for the black cells, there's going to be always there's going to be both colors present because it's a 2-color. We're going to pick purple as our other color. So we would need, say, a 16. Maybe we could do 16 and 2. And then we could put a purple 10 next to it, because when they don't share a color, you don't have to distinguish them with an unshaded. But let's say I wanted another purple, then I would need an unshaded in between that. So this could add to 16, 10, and 11, and that would work. And then these could be unshaded, for example. So that's how black clues work. And again, you have to use both colors when it's a black clue. So, and it always makes a camel. Okay, so this row is 33. So the outies are 12. So our unshadeds have to be summing to 12. So that could be, actually, okay, let's think about this. 9876 adds to 30. So 98765 would be, so that's 5, it must be at least 5 cells long. And so no matter what, the center cell is going to be green. Because if I unshaded the center cell, I could only have a block of 4 cells, and that could not add to 33. It would only add to 30. So that's true of 32 as well, and it's true of 30. Did we get links? Apparently not. I thought I did it. We also didn't get the bet cell. I have not been reminded about the bet cell until halfway through the puzzle, and for every single puzzle today. But our bet cell is row 1, column 9, if you'd like to bet. Oh, true. The 30 could be 9876. We don't have to shade the middle. So this is an 18 clue, so it has to be at least 3 long. Okay, what do some of these really big ones add to? 8 plus, let me just use a calculator here. 8 plus 3 plus 25 plus 2 plus 7, that adds to 45. So there are no unshaded cells here. And because there are no unshaded cells, we know that the columns that are marked green must be green. It could be a single 8 and a single 7, though. And then do we have any other, maybe some of these columns add to 45 or close to it? So let's start here. 22 plus 3 plus 17 is 42. So for 42, we can have 1 or 2 outies. The first clue is 23. And if we... How do I think about that? This could be unshaded. And this could be unshaded. But we couldn't unshade more before starting our 23. I think that's true. Because they add to 42. So this one's going to be shaded. We know it's green. No matter what. Because the 22, if it starts higher than it, it's going to have to take this cell anyway. Okay, so I'm allowed to do that. 17 plus 8 plus 4 plus 12 is 41. So again, I can only have 2 outies here. But this doesn't have to... Oh, no. Yeah, this doesn't have to be shaded, because I could squeeze a 17 up here in green. That's 8, 9. Unfortunate. This adds to 6 plus 9 plus 15 plus 2. That's going to be low. That's 32. 7 plus 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 9 is low. 33. 3 plus 15 plus 1 plus 11 plus 4. 34, that's low. 15 plus 5 plus 2 plus 15. It's 37. It's pretty low. This is 41. Okay, so I think this has something similar going on, because 41 can only have 2 outies, because that sums to 4. And so then this one's always going to be shaded, because 29 needs to take... Okay, 29 needs at least 3 cells. Because you can do 9, 8, 6. Oh no, it needs 4 cells. 9, 8, 7, 5. So is there any way that these aren't connected as 29 clues? Because they're both green. So there's no way. There'd have to be an unshaded in between. Well, first of all, if this was purple or unshaded, basically it wouldn't be green. Then this would have to be the 29 clue, and it would be 29 and 3, which is impossible. Because 97 is 24. So this is connected, and it's part of the 29 clue. I guess I could add some of these rows as well. 37. 42. So this row only gets 1 or 2 outies. Um, 11 plus 19 plus 15. Oh, this one's 45. 11, 19, 15 is 45. So that's shaded and that's shaded. And then 14 plus 17 plus 11 is 42. So we get 1 or 2 unshaded here. All right, I missed this 31. This 31 does need the center shaded as well. And these are both 11 clues, so we need to keep shading. How about 14 plus 17 plus 19, or 11? That's 42. I just did that. Oh, and this is a 15 clue, so that keeps growing. So we can determine that this 8 must be a single 8, I'm being told. So the 2 and the 3 are definitely their own thing, because the 3 can't be 1, 2, because there's a 2 clue. The 2 clue is always on its own, and then the 3 clue now is on its own. So 2 and 3 are used. So the 7... So how do we make 8? The only way to make 8 is 1, 7. 8 and 2, would be 1, 7, because we couldn't do 2, 5, or 3... we couldn't do 2, 6, or 3, 5. But if it were 1, 7, how would we make the 7? We couldn't do 1, 6, we couldn't do 2, 5, we couldn't do 2, 3, 4. So the 8 is on its own, and it's a singular 8. Hey, Fidgets. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I'm sorry your brother spoiled the Wordle for you. Okay, so we know this is the 29 clue. And then we need to fit a 2 and a 10 after it. And the only way to do that is to make this unshaded, this to be a single 2, and then this would have to be purple, because we have to use purple, and then these sum to 10. What were our outies for this column again? Let me do the sum again. 29 plus 2 plus 10. 41. So our outies are 4, so this could be a 1, 3, or 4. Oh, but it can't be a 3, because the 3 in this row is definitely shaded. Oh, you're right. The gray could be purple. And in fact, that would work really well, because that would be the 2 clue for the row as well. Oh, and I can't... Oh, actually, it must be. It must be. Because in this case here, these have to be purple to be 10, and this row is only green. So there's no way to do that. So, this is purple, and it's a 2, which means that's a singular 7. Which means we're starting at 25 somewhere around here-ish. This is a 10 clue, so it has to grow. Does this row add to 45? I don't remember. Okay, this row does add to 45, so we can't have any grays. So this then has to be green. And it's a 25 clue. Oh, so that means that we can just place this 3, because we knew the 3 was on its own. And then the 25 does this. So this is the 3 clue. So the 17 has to be at least 2 long here, and then this is part of the 22 clue here. Our camel's taken shape. Uh, 11, 18. So we're going to need a purple 13 somewhere in here. Unfortunately, there's no overlap yet. What do those add to? 11, 13, 18? 42. So we get outies that are either a singular 3 or a 1 and a 2. Column 8. This 29 clue actually does need to grow, that's true. What's next? Okay, so column 3, if we add that up, 17 plus 8 plus 4 plus 12 is 41. So the outies sum to 4, but it can't be a singular 4 because no, couldn't the shaded 4 be 1, 3? So between the shaded 4 and the outies, we have 1, 3, and 4 used up. Oh, do these add to 45? These do add to 45. So we can't have any unshadeds here. So the 11 and the 19, the 15 is going to be purple, and it's always going to hit the 19 is purple, and it's always going to hit the center cell. So, okay. Two in column 7. So instinctually the 2's down here, but could we put the 2 up here and make this the 15. So if these were all gray, actually, what are our outies for the column? That might help us. 15 plus 5 plus 2 plus 15 is 37. So we could make this 8. It would be 1, 3, 4 because the 2 has to be shaded. So if these were unshaded with a 1, 3, 4, this could be 15. It would have to be 6, 9. And then, actually, it would be 15 and 3. And then we could put the 2 here. No, but then there's not enough room for the 5 and the 15 above it. Yeah, that doesn't work. Right, I think a much easier way to see that is if the 2 were up here, it would have to be here at its lowest. And then you can't fit 5 and 15 above it. So 2 is down here somewhere. But there's a 15 clue after it. So the 2 goes here. It's next to a green clue, so it's got to be purple. And then we've got a 2-cell 15 clue here. 30 needs to be at least 4 long, so this green has to grow left. This is a 4 clue, and the 1 and 3 are also clued, so this is just a 4 here. These also sum to 15, so that's the 2 ways to sum to 15. That's not 7, so that's not 8. This has to connect because it's the 19 clue. So these sum to, if these were alone, they'd sum to 17. They'd be 8, 9. And that would break the 15 clue. So it has to grow again. So this is 4. After that's an 11 clue. We know it's purple, so that sums to 11. And after that is a 1 clue. And then we have 15 and 3, which I think have some more flexibility. But we know this is purple or gray, so this green clue's done, this 18. Is 18, 13, 11, do we get outies? We do, we get outies that sum to 3. Right, so these are maxed out at 3, 5 actually, because the 4 is used. So the biggest these can be, because 6, 7, 8, 9 is used and 4 is used. So we could be 3, 5 here. So this maxes out at 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 9. That's 21. So we actually need 2 more cells or we can't do it. Because we can't do a singular 9 with a 9. So we need 2 more cells, at least. So now how does that help this? This is a 9 clue, followed by a 4 clue. So this has to be the 4 clue. So this is 1, 3. It can't be a 4 on its own, so it has to be a 1, 3 in purple. This was a 17 clue, and now it's not an 8, 9, so it's got to grow. And now this is a 5 clue. It can't be 1, 4, and it can't be 2, 3, so it's a singular 5. So again, this is not green. So this is the singular 9 then. So this is not 9, so that's not 6. This is a singular 2, which actually now our sum is... So the sum we've got so far is 2 plus 9 plus 4, that's 15. If I did 8 plus 3 plus 5, that gets us to 31. So we could just do the sum, looks like. This sums to 15, so this has to be 7, 8, because we can't use the 9. And so now this is whatever's left, and we hope it sums to 11. 5 and 6 does sum to 11, good. 17. So our minimum is 517. That's 13. Our maximum is 638, which is 70. Oh, we got to max out. Oh, or we got to grow. Darn, we could just max out and not have to grow. Oh, actually. Never mind. I was trying to think if this could be purple. Because it can't grow down, so it would have to grow up, and then... I wonder if we can do a cross-reference here. Let's do that. So, if this were purple, then it would be a 12 clue, which could not grow down, because we cannot purple the bottom row, so it would grow up. So this would sum to 12. So we can actually cross-reference these two sums, because horizontally, these sums would be 17 plus 17, which is 34. And then vertically, they would be 12 plus 15 plus 4 plus 11, which is 42, which absolutely do not match. So I cannot make this one purple. So this does need to be maxed out at 638. So now this is 517. What's this add to? Our goal is 19. That's 15, so I got to put a 4 here and make it purple. And so now these are green and add to 12. This 8 can't be a singular 8. So how are we adding to 12? We could do 3, 9 like this. Does that actually work? Because this is a 14 clue. I guess that probably works. We can't do 4, 8, or we could do 5, 7, I guess. This 7 means that this is no longer 7, 8, so it's a 6, 9 pair, which means this is 7, 8. So this is a pair also. We need a 3, and hopefully an 8, yep. So we know the order. This is an 11 clue. If this was an 8, we'd have to grow and be a 1, 2. So if this was 8, we would grow and be a 1 here. If this is 7, then this could be 4 if it stayed the same, or it would grow and these two would add to 4, but that's not possible. So this is 1 or 4. And this is a 10 clue. Oh, there's an 8 in the row, so that is 7. That simplifies things. So now this is 7. This has to be 4 because these two can't add to 4. And so then this is unshaded. I think we do the outies for this row. 42. So the outies are 3. They can't be a singular 3, so that's a 1 or a 2. And that's the other outie. It's also a 1 or a 2. That's no longer 7. So these add to 14. That's just 5, 9. That's not a 5. This is a pair. Oh, this is a 2. So that's 1, that's 2. This is a pair now. We need 3 and 5. So that's 7. And this is a pair. We need 1 and 6. What's this add to? 7 plus 2 plus 9 plus 4 plus 8 is already 30, so these have to be gray. What were the outies for this column? 22 plus 3 plus 17 is 42, so the outies are 3, so that's a 1, and then we have a 2 outie. We know this is the 22 clue, so it's got to grow, and then we have a 2 outie at the top. which means that this has to be out because the 33 can't reach it. So this is a 6. So what are the outies for 31? So we need 6 more. So these outies have to grow. So we can't do a singular 6. And that's where it stops. These two add to 6. They can't be 2, 4, so they're 1, 5. Okay, we have 7. This adds to 12, so that's a 5. That's a 9. These do add to 17. Good. After the 4, we have an 8. The 5 and the 4 are used up, though. So we'd have to be 1, 2, 6, which is 9. So we can't grow the 8. So this is 8 and 2. So it can't be 1, 7. It could be 2, 6. It can't be 3, 5. So it is 2, 6, and we know the order. And so now this is unshaded or purple. See you, Ron. Glad you could hang out. So, this is a 10 clue, true, so that's 6 and that's 9. What were the outies for this column? I wonder if that resolves. So we have 29 plus 2 plus 10 is 41. Yep, so this can't be a 5, that's a 3, that's a 5. 41 plus 3 is only 44, so we need a 1 here. That's also an outie. That resolves the 5 and the 1. That means this is also an outie. 32, the outies are 40. The outies are. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to use calculator. 13, and we already have 6. So we have 7 outies, and this can't be a singular 7. So that grows also. We can't do 7 and 3 because we can't use a 1. So the rest of these are shaded. These two sum to 7. We can't do 1, 6. We can't do 2, 5. So they are 3, 4. And then that leaves a triple here. We need 2, 6, 8. That's not a 2. That's not a 2. It places the 2. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3. We need 4, 7, 9. I don't think anything sees that. This is a pair. 4 and 9. I don't think anything sees that either. Oh, here, we have a purple 13 clue somewhere in here. That forces this to be purple, at least. And that's, so we have 9, 4, 5. This is part of an 8 clue. It could just be a singular 8. This is part of a 7 clue. So it could be a singular 7. The 1's used, so it can't grow past here. I don't think any clue can reach this, because the 8 can't be in 3 and the 7 can't be in 3. So this is unshaded. If the 7 were in 2, we can't do 1, 6, we can't do 2, 5, we can't do 3, 4. So it must be a singular 7. So that's unshaded. And then this could be a singular 8. How would we sum to 8 and 2? Can't be 1, 7. We could be 2, 6. This would be the 6 and this would be the 2. Can't be 3, 5. It gives a 6, 8 pair. What about this row? How's this clue resolve? Oh, this clue is resolved. What are we talking? Oh, row 7? Column 7. Okay, column 7, let's look at. We have 15, we have 2. This is a 5 clue, so that's 4, that's 9. That's now a 1. The 5 clue is done. We have a 15 clue now. And the 15 clue, this would have to be unshaded or it'd have to be purple. But if it's purple, it would have to grow, and that hits a green row, and that's not allowed. So this is just unshaded. And then we have a 15 clue that uses green, sorry. And it either goes this way or this way. If it didn't grow this way, these two would add to 10. This would be an 8. That seems possible. So what are the outies on this column then? We got 15 plus 5 plus 2 plus 15. That's 37. Okay, our outies sum to 8. So we need another outie. So only one of these is green. I don't know which. Oh, 33 has to be 5 long, doesn't it? Yeah, so that just uses all those. And actually, we should be able to figure out our Audi now. 33 plus that's 34, 36, 41. So this has to be the 4 and this is the 3. I'm going to use my calculator even though I just did that in my head. 5 plus 2 plus 33 plus 1 plus 4 is 45. Good. Pork. Rocky, protect. Oh no, we have visitors. 3, 5, and 9. Sorry, I'll close my door just to keep the noise out. Alrighty. What was I doing? Oh, okay. So these sum to 11 now. We know that. So the 9's not possible. Oh, there's 2 ways to sum to 11. 3, 8, or 5, 6. Wait, but what were the Audis here? I already forget. 8. So this can't be a 9. That makes a 3-5 pair. That makes this a 9. And these sum to 18. So that's 10. So that's 8. That's 6. That's 5. That's 3. Okay, that all resolved. We know the Audis sum to 8, so this is a 5, and then these two sum to 15. These are a 6-9 pair, and that leaves 7-8 here. But it's a 10 clue right here. So this is the 8, this is the 7. This is a 13 clue, so 7-9 would be way too big. So we got to do 7-6, which finishes the 13 clue. So that's unshaded. That's a 9. This is a 13 clue. It has to grow. Okay, what's going on here? We've got a 12 clue, 4, 8, and then 17. So this has to be unshaded because it can't be green. So these sum to 17. We could still do 8, 9. What are the Audis, though, for this column? Let's just take a look at that. Actually, it might be better just to fill this quad. 1, 3, 8, 9 is what's left. So that's not a 3. These aren't 1s. That actually places the 1 here. So I think I have to do 8, 9 here. And that's a 3, and it's not shaded. Which means this 13 clue is in 2. So we're either 4, 9, or 7, 6. Oh, this can't be a 9, so that can't be a 4. We could be 9, 4, or we could be 7, 6. Row 2, the Audis that are not placed add to 15. Well, let's look at this 13 here. So if if this is an 8, then we need another 4, and we can't do that in 2. So 8 would put a 4 here and would not grow. 9, we need another 3. We definitely can't do that in 2. So that would be a 3, and this just never grows. So that means this is a singular 6 clue. And this is a singular 3 clue, which we could have filled a while ago. So these clues are done. 13 and the 10. So what do we have here? 6 and then 9. So these are just unshaded. Here we've got 7 and then an 8 clue. Could this be 6 too? It looks like it could be. And then here we've got 3, then 15. 15 and 2 has to be purple. And the 6 is used. So this is 7, 8. So that makes this 6. This is also purple. That makes that a 2. And hopefully these fill. So this is 10. So that's 8. And this is 13. So that's 7. That all works. Good. We haven't made a mistake. This is 3, 4. We know the order. This is not 4. So we have 7, 9 left. We have the 9 in the column. Tells us the order. All this resolves. We need a 5. The column already has one of these. It has a 3, so that's 4, that's 6. This 9 sees left, that's 8 and 9. We're finishing now. We need a 1 in this box. That goes, I mean, they should all just be placed. It's a 1. We need a 2 in the box. Where's my other 2 there? We need a 4 in the box. It's here. We need a 5. We need a 6. Oh, we have a 6, sorry. We need an 8 and a 9. Nice. Very nice camel here also. Let's see. So what's the scream no laugh reference? I mean, it looks like a happy face here-ish. But what's the... Sorry, I don't quite see what this is referencing, but... I mean, I see a face of some kind. What if I made this less? Oh, is it Mike Wazowski? I see. Oh, it's a camel's face. Duh. It's Mike Wazowski. Got it. So what coloring does he actually have? Is it just black? I don't know. I'll leave it purple. It's the monster from that one cartoon movie thing? Yeah, so it's Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. Thank you very much, Panthera. Actually is a nice picture now that I know what it is. Okay, don't get on Worm's back. Worm doesn't do the whole pop culture media thing. He's allowed to not do that. Yeah, take that there. Alright, I'm going to prep the next puzzle. I'm also going to say hi to the people who just walked into my door, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright. And as is tradition, after a Japanese sums puzzle, we have to shrink the capture here a bit. Oh, can't shrink it that much. Maybe I can center this vertically. Cool. So I got another slew of submissions celebrating 10K, but we'll do them in the normal queue order. Give the links in the bet cell here. Also, the people who have arrived are some various nibblings who are going to go swimming. That's fun. Alrighty. So, this is called Congratulations Rangsk. That's me. It's by Chameleon. So, this is to celebrate me hitting 10K subscribers. We have normal Sudoku rules. We have standard thermo. So this is just the one thermo here. This is a thermo. And from the bulb end, it strictly increases. So if I put 2 here, I need to increase. I could put a 4, and then I could increase again. What I can't do is go back to 4, right? Or repeat the 5. Like that's no good. It has to increase. And I don't know what just happened, but now I can't delete these. Is my keyboard working at all? Oh my gosh, something is... Okay, we're good. I don't know what just happened, but we're good. Standard killer cage, this one killer cage here, these 2 cells add to 10. Could have been X as well. Let's see. The product of digits on the 10K diagonal is 10,000 for each diagonal individually. So if we take the product of all of these digits, their product is 10,000. And then consecutive digits along red line must have different parity. So these are parity lines. So if this is even, this must be odd, then even, then odd, then even, etc. They switch off in between. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm sure you're enjoying the stream and you're liking it, so why not hit that like button? All right, so I think the place to start is this thermo. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, so we can good lift this a little bit. Uh-oh. I wonder if my keyboard is running low on battery here. We'll see. So yeah, so what is the prime factorization of 10,000? So let's see here. We need to put a bunch of 2s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 2s, and 1, 2, 3, 4 5s. So 4 2s and 4 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's got to be 2 5s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they got to be 2 5s here. And so actually with the thermo, we know this has to be a 5 because it can't be a 2, which finishes this. And then we've got 2 5s down here. Oh, I can use 1? That's lame. Sorry. They could all be 2 5s though. So I could be 1, 2, 5, or 4. Could I use an 8? I can put 1, 2. Oh, so I need 4 5s. So I definitely. How many boxes do I hit? 1, 2, 3, 4. I hit 5 boxes here. Yeah, I guess I could use an 8 if I use a bunch of 1s. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. Oh, it's my key. I can't even hold control. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8. So that means this can't be a 3. That can't be a 3. This can't be 4, 5, 6, or 7. Okay. At least we're confident about this part. These 2 have the same parity. Just in case it's my battery, I'm gonna replace the battery, and I'm using a backup keyboard right now because I broke my good one. So it's just this dinky wireless one here. I'm gonna replace the batteries in it. triple ace. Here, another triple ace. This is a double ace. Nine volt. More 9 volt. I'm sorry about this. Maybe I don't have triple ace. Well, I will hope for the best and do something after stream. Whoops. Ooh, I banged my mic. I'm sorry. One, two, three, four. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. You like it? That's good. At least it wasn't harmful. Why can't I avoid? I don't get it. Row 4, column 5 must be a 5. Oh, I see. So if we take the diagonals together, how many unique 5s can we have? Just bring these. So we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can have 7 unique 5s, but we know we need a total of 8 5s for both of them to reach 10K. So they both have to share a 5. So the middle digit must be a 5. And that C's here. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. So this can't be 8, and this can't be 8, and these can't be 8s. These can't be 5s. I feel like I should be coloring these. Start with this one. Use green and purple for the parity. So that means we must have a 5 in every location. So we have to have 5s here. We have to have 5s here. We have to have a 5 in one of these two. And then we have to have 5s here, and then there's a 5 in one of these two. And that makes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 7 5s. If this is a 5, this must be a 1 to match the parity. That doesn't seem too problematic. Okay, so if this is a 5, that's a 5, and that's a 5, and that's a 5. Seems okay. So there's a 5 in one of these two. Binary state of 5s? Yeah, probably. So let's see here. So we've either got here. Let's simple color them here. Sees an orange, so it's blue. That sees a blue, so it's orange. That sees an orange, so it's blue. So that makes that orange for the row. This is blue. This is orange. So these cells all see blue, orange. And this sees a 5. So orange goes here. These see blue, orange. These see blue, orange. That sees a 5. That sees blue, orange. So this would be the blue 5. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got an orange in every row. Blue in every row. Okay, so those are the two states for 5s. Okay, so now we think about if 5 were orange, we'd have all of them. If 5 were blue, we would need one more, and it would have to go here. So this would be where the blue 5 would go. If 5 were orange, if 5 were blue, we'd have all of them. If 5 were orange, we'd need one more, so the orange would go there, and so that resolves X-wing between blue and orange. So it's still symmetric. So I think that's literally all the 5s. So just we have to decide whether they're in the blues or whether they're in the oranges. Blue on the K, break what? Blue. These can't both be 5. So if this is odd, this is even, odd, even, odd, even. And so if blue were the 5s, then we'd have evens in these two cells, or we'd have odds in both of these cells, and that doesn't work. for the parity lines. So blue is incorrect. Orange is the 5s. And we can get rid of the blues here. We can get rid of any centered 5s. We can also get rid of any centered 5s. Alright. All the 5s are placed. That means this is a 4. Very cool. So there's a 4 on here, which means we have to have a 1. 2 2s are used. We need 2 more 2s, which could be... So we can't put 8s on this diagonal then. Because that would be too many 2s. That would be 5 2s. Green is now odd, true, so that's a 1. That's not a 1. So these are odd. These are even. Okay, I'm going to designate that with my normal coloring here. All the 5s are odd. 7 and the 9 are odd. 8, 6, and 4 are even. This is an even number. So that puts evens all like this. These are all odds. These are odds. These are evens. We have 3 evens already in this box. Ah, we have all the evens in this box. We need 2 more evens in this box. We have all our evens in this row. So these are 3 and 9. Left diagonal cleanup. Oh, column 5 has a parity, yep. So these are both odd. This one at least is 1, 3, or 7. Oh, this is odd, so it's a 1. So that's 2 and 3. That's a single 9. That's a 7. This is a 3 or 9. I really don't think row 7, column 1 is an 8. Considering it's odd. Oh, this is even, so it can't be a 1. These two have to use... Okay, so I can't put 2... Well, okay. I can't put a 2 here, because then I won't have enough 2s in the diagonal. So we're either 2 4s, or we're an 8 and a 2. So this can't be a 1, otherwise I don't have enough 2s. So that's even. But I think double 4 is still possible. 6 is in one of these two, which means it's up here. I wonder if it's this 10 cage. Not sure. This can't be a 2. So we need 2 more 2s on this diagonal, or a singular 4. This is going to be at least one of them. And so this can't be a 4, otherwise I'd have 4 and 2, and that's too many. I messed up the 6 pencil marks. Oh, because there's no 6s up here. True. There's 6s here. I didn't use those 6s. It's fine, we can continue. So this is 2, 4, or 8. These are all 2, 4, or 8. Fours are in one of these two in the box. So this can't be 2 or 4, so it's 6 or 8. Ice Cube's always behind. Row 6, column 9, only place for a 7 in the row. True. Four, 6, or 8. Six in box 3. Ah, true. So 6 C's here, and 6 can't be in the 10 cage because this would be 4, and there's a 4 in the box. So these 6s point down. Not sure if that does much, but it's true. Okay, if this wanted to be 1, 9, this would be 1, this would be 9. If this wanted to be 2, 8, this would be 2, and this would be 8. If this wanted to be 3, 7, this would be 3, this would be 7. And 4, 6 is not possible at all. So we'll keep track of that. So these are from 1, 3, and 7. These are from 1, 3, and 9. Where's the... What do we do here? There's no clues left. Oh, right. For the same reason this couldn't be a 4, this can't be a 4, and I just completely ignored that. So that's a 1. This is not a 1. So this can't be 1, 9. This is not 1 or 5, so it's 3, 7, or 9. So if this is 3, 7, this is 9, and then we have all our odds used. So these would be even. This would be 2 or 8. I don't think that's broken. Okay, so Derek's point is that 2 in box 6 is limited to these 3 squares. And so if both of these were 2, that eliminates 2s from the entire box. So they cannot both be 2s, so that gives us a 4 and a 1. So this is not 4. Hey, Ngolo. I'm fine. How are you? So our diagonals are almost done. We either have 2, 8 or 4, 4 here. Does 4, 4 do something similarly bad? So 4s, we'll put a 4 here. So if these are both 4, this would be 4, this would be 4. Be a 4 over here. Doesn't seem broken. Ah, yeah, this one looks at this cell, so one of these two is a 1, which then places this one. So these have to be even. These are, might as well mark that this is 6, 8, and this is 4, 6, 8. 4 is up here. True, we have this 1 here now, so now we have all of our odds, so we need 2 more evens in the row. And so these are from 3, 7, 9. That makes this odd, and it's a 7 or 9. This is not 1 or 5, so it's 3, 7, or 9 also. This is even for the row. 2, 4, 6. We have an even and an odd here. An even and an odd here. So for these 2 columns, we get 8 evens. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 in here and 1 in here. So this one has to be odder. We have too many evens for those 2 columns. And it's a 3 or a 7. This can't be 1, 5, or 7, so it's a 3 or a 9. That makes a 3, 9 pair, so that's not a 3. Yes, 1 in row 3 is limited to just this spot here. That's not a 1. Oh, it might. Yeah, so we've got definitely even odd, definitely even odd. So we have 2 evens, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No more evens in these 2 columns, so this is also a 7, 3. Very nice, thank you. So that's a 9. That's not a 3. Oh, that is a 3, so that's a 9. That's a 3. These 2 are even. So that's a, I guess, any of the evens. Oh, not 8. Or 6. Could this be 8? I think so. 1 in box 7. True. Lost one. Not quite. There's a 1 in one of these 2. Oh, wait, hold on. We have, this has to be even. And so this is the 1. And now in this column, 1 goes here, and this is the 7. So this is 9, 3, 9. We need a 7 in this column. It can only go here. Makes this even. In fact, we have all our odds in this row, so these are both even. This is odd now. It's a 7. We need a 9 in the row. It goes here. This is even. And it's a 2. These are 2, 8. These are 4, 6, 8. So this is odd. It's a 3. This is a 7. This is 3. This is 9. 3. This is even. I think Zeta would have really liked this puzzle. I like it. Let's see. 2, 6, 8. What am I missing here? Do I have all my odds filled? Not this one. So this is a 3. So it probably has to do with like trying to place a 9. Yep, gotta place a 9. Oh, that's not a 2. We gotta place a 9 in this row. So this is even. 2, 6, 8. Oops. 2, 6, 8. And then this now is even. This is odd and it has to be a 7. Now all my odds are done. So I just have to worry about evens now. So where's the weak spot? These 6s point down. Row 8 needs a 2. I think it's... Oh, these 2s point down. Nice. So that's a 2. That's 4. Very nice spot. This is 4, 8. This has to be a 6. So this is also 4 or 8. So this is the 6. So 6's point right, making this a 2 and a 6. That's always a 2. Congrats to anyone who guessed 2. This is an 8 and a 2. So this is 8. This is a 4, 6 pair. What else am I missing here? Ah, 6 in this row, because of this 6 can't be here, so it must go here. 2, 4, 8. Oh, this can't be 2 or 4, so that's 8. These are not 8. That places this 8, 6, and 2. Places this 2. This was a neat puzzle. Just wrapping up now. I think I've got my 6s done. Yeah, that's a 4, that's a 6. So these are from 2 and 8. This 8 sees over. That's 2, 4, 2, 8, 4, 8, 4, 8. Oops, other way around. 4, 8, 8, and 4. And we're done. Nice. Thanks, Chameleon. That was a fun puzzle. Thanks for making that for me. It was a neat idea as well. Incorporating 10K is difficult in a Sudoku, but you managed to do it with a pretty neat break-in, too. The 5 here. Very, very clever. Alrighty. Oh, the 10K would have finished it? True. I just completely ignored the 10Ks once we had the Sudoku going. We should double check. Yeah, we did end up with 2 4s here. Okay, well, we have 10 minutes. I don't want to go over today because I do have visitors. So I don't normally do this, but I think I'm just going to end early. So that'll be it. I'll send you guys over to ZetaMass stream. It's a bit early for him, but you guys can just hang out and wait for him to start whenever he feels that he would like to. So thank you to David Ratner for his super chat this morning. I hope he has fun at Jurassic World. And also thank you to my super supporters, Pause the Asylum, Peter Distensity, David Ratner, Sotek, Franco, Jonathan, and Math Geek. Very much appreciate having so many super supporters. I'm still overwhelmed by that. And thank you to all of my members and patrons. And thanks for hanging out. And I will be streaming again tonight. So come hang out tonight for some more games. And I'll see you then.